Hi, I'm Scott Goldfine, Editor-in-Chief and Associate Publisher of Security Sales and Integration. I'm delighted to have with me today Clint Choate, Director, Security Market for SnapAV. He's an expert on our topic of home automation trends for security integrators. Clint, thank you so much for joining me.
Great. Thanks for having me, Scott.
Fantastic. Let's dive right in. In your opinion, Clint, what are some of the most exciting opportunities you see for dealers in the home security and automation space today?
Yeah, that's a great question, Scott. Well, really at Snap and Control4, we really see a convergence of the industry around smart homes and businesses accelerating really unlike anything ever before. We think instead of just seeing AV guys or IT guys or alarm guys, we're really going to see a future state of technologists. And really to that end, we're committed to a full suite of products, services, and locations to support and really to enable our customers to not only participate, but to win in that future market. And so in particular, you're going to see a continual and new product development and really improvements in our Control4 brands, as well as new home security and automation offerings in our pipelines. And so we know that the security industry touches more homes and businesses post-construction than almost any other trade. And that increasingly security dealers are going to be called upon really to the forefront of that convergence. So we know that homeowners in particular are looking for more than just security, and every trend we read, see, and hear, and almost every manufacturer already goes to market leading with smart home that has security included. So we think that the real opportunities are going to come to those who really deliver more than just an alarm panel that can do a few lights, locks, and a thermostat. It's going to be those that can really differentiate between really delivering that full product suite all the way around.
And do you feel like there's an open-mindedness and eagerness out there among the dealer population to embrace that?
Yeah, some are kicking and screaming. We think that the market in some instances is mature, but we also think that our dealers recognize and pick up the trends. They do listen to their customers and end users. We have seen some resistance to change in the past, but I think definitely with the advent of technology from the do-it-yourself brands, more and more network-centric items that have come onto market, it's been a real wake-up call to the industry over the past decade, and the adaptation of, again, I think really the sales approach and the marketing approach, where people go, even the door-to-door crews, where people knock on doors and say, "Hey, I'm here to deliver your smart home." That trend in and of itself is really indicative of the industry change that's really kind of gone to market for us. So to that end, I would say yes. I think the business has already moved there, and so any dealers that aren't already in that space, they will be very shortly.
Yeah, and I think you're touching on how competitive it is out there now for them. Do you have any other ideas for tips that you can recommend to those dealers? How they can differentiate themselves among that crowded field?
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think with the advent of more and more technology that's in a home, from the do-it-yourself or the IoT devices, we know that consumers are going to turn to professionals to help them make sense of it all. It really does get confusing once you get more than one app or one or two devices. So what we tell our dealers are customers are going to look for professionals. So be the professionals. Stay educated, stay informed, embrace IoT, embrace the bring your own device consumer, use open platforms, and really finally get your customer on some sort of subscription platform, even if it's just for a video doorbell or you're installing consumer grade cameras or thermostats or wireless speaker installs. It's important because the dealer will own the relationship and the point of contact, and more importantly, the dollars that a dealer collects on a subscription are really worth 3 to 5 times the value of any hardware or installation dollar. And that's really an enterprise value to their companies. And so make it a remote service plan, even if it's $5 or $10 a month that allows their customer access to a branded dealer remote support, a service app, or some sort of other value added service. Those dollars and that customer relationship is really the vital lifeblood to their company and the value of the company. And again, that's the real value or their enterprise value to the dealer's business.
Absolutely. And SnapAV has a breadth of ways to help support that. So could you speak to that, in terms of the offerings, the solutions, and also the support to help them succeed?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, you touched on something that's kind of near and dear to our heart. I think with time, SnapAV really started, just with the AV name in our brand, it's kind of misleading. A lot of dealers look at us and think of us only as the audio video piece, and really Snap is so much more. We started that way 15 years ago. But again, we know that, especially with the merger of Control 4 with the automation and the home control platforms, we're definitely we know there's more and more technology is network centric, and dealers are definitely called upon to own the network, really whether they want to or not. And so own it. We tell the dealers you're going to get the blame anyway. If you've been there and you've attached to it, something goes wrong, the dealer's going to call the alarm guy because you put a camera on it, you've touched it, you've hooked up to it, you get the blame. So own it. And so at Snap, we position our dealers to win really around that network in a couple of ways. So first is the training. We've got Snap University that provides in-depth certification with really not only on just our products, but general network-specific education that's going to support and enhance their operations. And it can be a veteran or a new employee. That education that comes from there is very important and valuable, and we provide that at no cost. Second, it's really in our products. We make them very installer-friendly and intuitive in the setup and deployments. They're all professional IT grade network devices, but they're designed for the home tech or security professional. So it gives you the robustness of what you would see from the IP industry, but it's again designed to be deployed by the alarm guy. And third, it's from support, not only customer support and tech support, but our own remote management platforms. That we have a program or a platform that's called Oversee. It provides self-healing and auto reboots that allow our dealers a free portal to manage their clients' homes and businesses, everything from rebooting PoE ports or changing settings, firmware updates, reconfigurations. And our dealers tell us that ISP changes are the #1 generators of service calls, and power cycles are one of the #1 service call resolutions. And so we can cure both with our free cloud platform. And fourth, increased profit margins or increased profits or increased profit margins. And not only do we add to the bottom line from the service call busting products, but dealers can actually make additional RMR from that same free cloud platform if they choose to. But our products cannot be shopped online by end consumers, which again protect the dealer's install margins that way as well. So those are all really the ways that we kind of support the dealer from service, training, products, margin, and a cloud platform. And so if we really feel like we can become dealer essential to their operations, how they make money, how they service the customer, and allow them to really own that customer relationship. And when you become the center plate offering to your homeowner or to the business owner, and you're the key person that owns the network and they turn to be that professional, you're the lifeblood of your homeowner or that business owner's operation. You're mission critical to their success, which then puts you in the position to win more so than any other industry, and keeps your business valuable and what separates you from the competition. And that's really, at the end of the day, what we're about. It's about service to the customer, and that's what keeps you coming back. And that's what keeps the customer coming back. It's the old-fashioned service. And never forget that while we all get excited about do-it-yourself, we all get excited about technology, at the end of the day, there's still some basic fundamentals about old-fashioned service, that if you can use technology today to give you tools to win in that service trade, that's what keeps you valuable. And so old things can become new again. And by winning in that technology game and winning with service, that's what makes a dealer relevant. And that's what we think at Snap we can really help you really win in your business and win in the marketplace that way.